Yeah, how's it going, everybody? Sorry, running a minute behind here trying to get everybody on here. Just make sure and improve everyone and make sure I'm not missing anything. We gotta add Noah on here for the teams he bought. We don't need this one yet. Take that one down. Bring this. And Noah grabbed the Ravens, Rams, and Chargers in this one. All right. Ravens. And the Chargers. All right, sorry about that, everyone. Just wanted to get everything situated there. Yeah, Robert, I think you owe it on the Chargers. Or the Chiefs. I think you might have. I'm not sure, but I sent you a updated invoice to knock that off of down to $1 shipping for your second team on that one, since you had bought that other team earlier in the week. All right, let me just double check, make sure everybody's sitting here waiting, and then we'll do a rundown and get to ripping. All right. Well, first off, let's see where we're at on the camera. I don't have time really to get that bad boy locked in. Let's go ahead and configure. Looks like we should be at a pretty good view, though. Height. All right. So what we got going on today is a 2021 Prizm 10 hanger box break. So these are all MJ Holdings ones or Walmart hangers. So they all have the red cracked ice in them. They also have that variation. I believe that you could get some variation still in the Target ones, even though they didn't say it. But don't quote me on that. I didn't get my hands on too many Target ones. They also only have 10 and light blues in the Target. But these have 20. The red cracked ice. And hopefully some good players in here. Anyway, Chris, there are. I'm just going to go ahead and keep the rest of them in this break. But go look on the page. There's some for the next break. We got a multi-year mixer going on. 2020, 2021, and 2022. There's definitely some teams left in that one. But anyway, so we don't get too far behind, I better start going on these ones. Good luck, everyone. So I think we usually average at least a silver or a variation, maybe even two in each one. You can get greens as well as those red cracked ice and variations. So we'll do our best to keep the back card sealed. Not that, I don't know if it might be an insert. So anywho, let's get going. AJ Green, we got Kevin Baird, Cooper Kupp, old Carson Wentz, Buda Baker, Justin Simmons, Anthony Miller, Montez Sweat, Khalil Mack, Hooper. We got Jeremy Chin behind Austin, Juju. Be our first rookie. It's going to be a Nico Collins going out to the Texans. That's a little bit on me there. All right, there we go. That better. All right, our first rookie is going to be Nico Collins. Then behind that, it looks like we got a silver For the Niners, who's got the Niners? Matthew. Ooh, Kyle Juszczyk silver. I thought it was going to be a silver variation. Got gamed on the Juszczyk silver. Then behind that, it is going to be a rookie, the wrong one. Not that he isn't a good lineman, but old green lineman Penny Sewell card. We got Ross Blacklock, L'Jarius Sneed. Oops. Yeah, we'll take care of those at the end. We need to speed her up a little bit. Sorry. L'Jarius Sneed, J.K. Dobbins, and our rookie's going to be for the Giants. Looks like it's going to be a nice Kadarius Toney red cracked ice, formerly of the Giants, and an emergent Davis Mills. So I'd say an okay first hanger, nothing too crazy. Is that what it is, Daniel? It's either a variation or a green one. All right. We are on to box number 2. We don't got lurking in this one. All right, James Conner, Jordan Akins, Marcus May, got Kyle Vanoy, Brandon Cooks, Dante Hall, Andre Reed, Josh Jacobs, and that's going to be Stephon Diggs, Herbie. We got a Steeler behind there. What's the Steeler going to be? It's going to be a Devin Bush. Ian Thomas for the Teamers. It's going to be our first rookie. It's going to be our boy Jamin Davis hanging out there. Then we got our green. It's not a rookie. It's going to be TJ Houshmandzadeh for the Bengals going to Noah. Then we got a silver for the Broncos. So this should be a rookie variation then. Javonte Williams. Is that going to be a variation? It is. Looks like you were right on the variations. Nice Javonte Williams going out to Troy. We got Rock Ya-Sin, Michael Gallup, Jamar Jefferson. Oh, geez, we got 2 rookies. Right, correct. We only get 3. Well, that's nice. Looks like they decided to hose us on red cracked ice. But Jamar Jefferson for the Lions is going to be our red cracked ice, and an emergent Trevor Lawrence for those Jags. Feel kind of cheated. We got one less. I mean, even though it's usually a vet one, you get 3 vets and 1 rookie. I still feel a little cheated there, Panini. So let's get a little housekeeping taken care of. Let's move on to the next one. I just don't want to let the bubble wrap off him, I guess. Laramie Tunzel. We got Disley, McCourty, Falk, Adam Thielen, Jonathan Abrams, Dawson Knox, Joey Bosa, Patrick Peterson, Jarvis, Brian Burns. Behind that's going to be Eric Metcalf. And we got our rookie. It's going to be Patrick Jones II for the Vikings. So does that mean then that's this silver? Oh, yep, got a silver. It's going to be Raheem Mostert. Not even on the Niners anymore. Old Raheem Mostert. And then we got a red Niner in the green. So instead of the silver, the green. Elijah Mitchell. Oh, man, that guy's stock got tanked a little bit there by CMC going over there. He was having a good year until he hurt his knee. Bobby Trees, Michael Brockers, Jeremy Shockey, and for the Bears, Daz Newsome. Gross. Not the bear we were looking for. And new recruits of Devontae Smith. So, getting a little bit of a teaser there. Got the right teams, the wrong players. Still got lots of boxes to go, though. All right, moving on. Berkshire. Use check. Raheem Mostert again. Got Sean Alexander, Mike Gesicki, Jeff Okudah, Curtis Samuel, A.J. Dillon, Larry Johnson, Levante David, Cameron Hayward, got Nick Chubbawubba Bubba. Behind there, first rookie's going to be Travis Etienne. Then behind there we got another Niner. This one's not going to be a rookie. It's going to be Raheem Mostert. Really, Raheem Mostert again. And then we got, it's looking like good colors. Oh, man, Panthers. I thought it was going to be Jags colors. But it's going to be a Chuba Hubbard variation for us. For a rookie. Yeah, definitely variation. We got Jonnu Smith. Derek Carr, Michael Thomas, and for the Niners, come on, don't do it again. There we go, a nice red cracked ice Trey Lance. Nice color match. Does, though, if you can see, it does have a couple of print lines right there. Unfortunately. Then we got a brilliance of A.J. Brown. Still a nice looking Trey Lance, and you really have to be looking for those print lines to notice it. Toss AJ Brilliance right there. All right, second round of housekeeping. Back to ripping. All right, we hit it up a little bit there. We need to keep the momentum going. Hopefully we just got the bad boxes out right away. Yeah, Wilson looked really good last week there in Miami, especially for his first week. Miami's looking scary this year. I know they've had some injuries in some of the games, but when they're healthy, yowzer. Darius Leonard, old Pat Tillman. Ross Blacklock, Cam Newton, Noah Fant, Irv Smith Jr., Corey Littleton. We got Josh Allen with Kenneth Murray behind him. Miles Sanders. Sam Hubbard, Jesse Bates the third. For our base rookie, it's going to be Kenneth Gainwell for those Eagles. Then behind there, Chase Young Green going out to Matthew. And then we must have a variation here. It's going to be for the Niners, Trey Sermon. Man, oh man, we keep getting the right teams. Just the wrong players, unfortunately. Jonnu Smith, LaDainian Tomlinson, got a Blake Martinez, and I like that color again. This time it is for the Dolphins. Oh, the wrong Jalen Phillips, and a brilliance of Nick Chubb behind there. We are hitting the teams and just the wrong guys. In there. All right, that puts us at the halfway point. Don't give up hope yet, Robert. We got lots of steps to go. Man, if you don't cut that the hanger plastic off all the way, they sure like to be a pain in the arse to open. I just find it funny that the hangers are the only ones that aren't don't have the Panini seal on them or whatever, the cellophane, and then they're in clear plastic ones too. It just doesn't make sense for me. Anyway, George Kittle, Byron Jones, Javon Curse, Robert Woods, DeForest Buckner, Mike Williams, and I don't know which card it is, but look at this. This is just oof da baby, these base cards. Mike Williams, Keenan Allen, David Montgomery, Sean Taylor, Michael Brockers. At least they're just the base cards, but geez Louise, like, what's that? Look at that bend in there. That's ridiculous, Panini. All right. So now to the, I'm just going to set those to the side. That's bothering me. All right. Devin White. Got the Falcons, Deion Jones. We got for the Rams, it's going to be Tutu Atwell. And for the G-Men, not a rookie, Darius Slayton. Darius Slayton. Hopefully that guy can stay healthy. He's pretty good when he can. And then we got one for the Texans. There we go. Nice Davy Mills variation. Going out to Jay Crowley. Then we got a Matt Stafford, red cracked ice. Andy Dalton, Hayden Hurst. And for those Vikings, it's going to be Patrick Jones. Well, Patrick Jones with an emergent of Najee Harris behind that. All right, 6 boxes down, 4 to go. Still looking for our first T-Law, Fields, Mac Jones. Still got lots of chances though. Miles Jack, Eric Dickerson, Rashawn Evans, John Taylor, Michael Pittman Jr., old Brett Favre, Billy Sims, Logan Thomas, Rashawn Gary, J.K. Dobbins, Dila, Hardy Nickerson. For the Bills, it's going to be Greg Russo. For our base, then we got a silver for the Colts, not a rookie. It's going to be Marshall Faulk going old school. Old nice silver Marshall Faulk, nice looking card. Then we got that green behind there. It's going to be for the Lions. There he is. He's playing with you. He's just waiting to come out. Monra St. Brown green. We got Bobby Wagner, Jared Goff, TJ Hushmanzada again, because what's better than 1 than 2. And a Terrace Marshall Jr. This guy's actually been having a pretty good last 2 games. And then Dalvin Cook Fireworks. The old Terrace Marshall. Hey, how's it going, Matt? 3 boxes to go. All right, we got Cooks. Got LaMichael Pirine, Josh Allen, Jalen Ramsey, Jeffrey Simmons, Joey Bosa, McCole Hardman, old Patrick Peterson, Amon Green, Teddy Two Gloves, Teddy Two Gloves, Jalen Hurts second year, or no, yeah, that would be second year for Jalen. Big Ben, Tutu Atwell again. Definitely not one we needed 2 of. We got a Jeremy Chin behind that. Green, so this should be a variation. Then we got a Steeler. Don't give us Freiermuth. There we go. Najee Harris. Silver. For the Steelers. Just got them. Troy. Behind that's going to be a Jordan Brooks. Rashad Perryman. Deion Jones. And a rookie. For those Vikings, Kenny Inagu. Lots of those. And then a break Tua. That would look really sweet if they did the break in the cracked ice. That would look cool. But, regardless, we'll go throw Tua in a sleeve. Kenny. And old Najee Harris silver. I believe this should be a variation. It is. Silver variation on the Najee. All right. 2 boxes left. We got some work to do on some quarterbacks. Let's see if we can't get it done. Well, Robert, hopefully we can pick you somebody up. Hopefully we can get you a nice Mac Jones coming up. We got old Pat Tillman again. Ross Blacklock. Cam Newton. Adams. Fuller. L'Jarius Sneed. Jordan Poyer. Darren Waller. Dan Marino. Slay. Hushmanzada again. Man, oh man, that's a lot of Hushmanzadas in here. Michael Gallup. Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah for those Browns. Then behind that, oh, I forgot. I was a little hesitant there. Darnell Mooney for the Bears. Darnell Mooney. Then we got a Falcon behind there. Rookie. Oh, Frank Darby. Never like seeing that football in there when they got the Falcons. Then we got DJ Chark. Dalvin Cook. Denzel Ward, and a rookie for those Bucks, Joe Tryon. Old Joe Tryon with a fireworks of Justin Fields behind that. Justin Fields firework. Joe Tryon. Well, I appreciate you joining us, Robert. Still got 1 box left, though. Should have my garbage closer than having my shipping box in the way. We'll be filling out all those clear plastic cellophanes over them. All right, last pack magic, guys. Let's get something good. Steve Largent. LaVisca Chanel Jr. Gaskin. Old Derrick Henry. Fred Warner. Tony Boselli. Kyler Murray. Jamie Collins. Scary Terry. Aaron Jones, L'Jarius Sneed, Poyer. Got Mike Allstott. That's some bloody OS pants. And that, Minka. Robbie Anderson. And for the Cowboys, it's going to be our first rookie. It is. It's going to be Jabril Cox. Jabril Cox. And we got a San Diego Charger. So we know since it says San Diego Charger, it's obviously not going to be a rookie. Whoa, it isn't. It's Antonio Gates. And then I go ahead and ruin it behind there with an old Tylan Wallace for our variation. Yep. Variation Tylan Wallace. All right. A.J. Brown. Yetur Gross Matos. And then we got hosed another red cracked dice. It's going to be the wrong Jaguar, Jalen Camp. And a fireworks of Calvin Ridley. So a little bit of a disappointment there at the end, especially we got 2 boxes that were short. A red cracked ice. WTF, Panini. WTF. Well, you think the Jalen Camps? You don't think that's a PSA 10 centering? I think you're right. I think you're right, Daniel. All right, let's get back to doing some housekeeping, and we will do a recap. Unfortunately, it wasn't. I'm not going to sugarcoat it. It wasn't the best 10 hangers that we've opened, especially. That's probably the worst 10 hangers we've opened on a break, but it happens. Anyway, we got a variation of Tylan Wallace. That's super great centering on the Jalen Camp. Frank Darby, green. Joe Tryon, red cracked ice. Fireworks, Justin Fields. Kenny Nagwu. Got the break of Tua. Patrick Jones, red cracked ice. Emergent Najee. Gainwell. That's going to be, is that a variation? Yep, variation on the Trey Sermon. Jalen Phillips, red cracked ice. Travis Etienne base. Elijah Mitchell, green. Daz Newsome, red. Devontae Smith, new recruits. Jamar Jefferson on that cracked ice. T-Law emergent. Penny Sewell. Kadarius Toney, and emergent of Davis Mills. Hey, thanks for joining us, Robert. I appreciate it. You have a great evening. I wish we could have got you something nice, but sometimes it just don't work. All right, Najee Harris. That's going to be a variation. We got that green Amon-Ra St. Brown, red Terrace Marshall Jr., that variation. Davey Mills pointing to somebody. Maybe you. I don't know who he's pointing at. Doesn't look like he's looking at me, though. We got Chuba Hubbard silver. That's going to be a variation as well. We got that nice Trey Lance red cracked ice there. And a Javonte Williams variation to end the break. Well, again, I want to say thank you for everyone for joining us. We do have a break going on right after this in about 10 minutes. There are some teams available if you're looking for anyone. They're on our Facebook page. Other than that, we'll say again, thanks for joining us. Take care. Goodbye.